Any upcoming artists in this shit, I want to tell y'all some real shit, man. You got to take your craft serious. You know, you got to get back to getting to the dictionary, back to reading the newspaper, back to getting your bars on point. Even if you gonna swag or mumble rap with the shit, make sure your music and your stories and shit got substance. It can still be the mumble, the swag, the drip and shit, but let's get back to making sure that shit got substance. I understand it's a new wave and I support the new wave rappers, but let's at least put a little substance in this shit. And for all the upcoming artists in this shit, man, you gotta follow you and you gotta do you. Stop following upcoming artists who ain't really doing shit. It's a difference between popularity, and success. You got to understand that. 300,000 followers on Instagram equals $0, my nigga. So you got to understand that shit. You got to remember what your focus is. A lot of people seem to not understand that, and fuck all that beef and shit. That beef and shit, it stopped the money, because if you beefing with a motherfucker, Joe, that's stopping people you can fuck with. You know, this person you beefing with might got a cameraman with a buzzing ass channel and woo wop the bam, and he ain't gonna shoot your videos because you dissing him, or they DJ ain't gonna fuck with you and he buzzing, cut. You don't need to go through none of that shit. Remember, when you're an upcoming artist in this shit, you want to make yourself marketable, likable, so a motherfucker can invest in you, want to fuck with you. Stop acting like you charging all this money for features, bro, because that's another thing. You got to make yourself, you know what I'm saying, make a motherfucker want to reach to the feature. You know, a nigga hearing you talking about $1,500, $1,600. Why in the fuck would a nigga give you $1,500, $1,600 and you can't guarantee a nigga radio play? You can't guarantee a nigga gonna be on MTV Jam. You can't guarantee a nigga gonna get this or that. This just gonna be some YouTube shit. It ain't worth it. A lot of people don't understand the YouTube shit. That shit gonna go to the nigga who own the channel, but not the artist. You feel me? And I tell a lot of people this shit. Remember, this is why I want you to remember. You got to work hard and believe in yourself, and don't get scammed by people who try to use you for opportunity. Because you got to remember, the video man, the director, he gonna charge you $500 to $1,000 for the video. The producer gonna charge you $300 to $500 for the beat on some upcoming shit. You feel what I'm telling you? The studio time gonna be $50 to $100 an hour. You feel what I'm saying? My mixtapes and these mixtape sites gonna charge you hundreds of dollars to upload your shit. You feel me? These DJs gonna charge you all this money to host your shit. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody winning but the artist. You get what I'm saying? And motherfucker winning but the artist. So you got to invest. You got to do what you got to do, but build your brand. Focus on you, because that's the best route to do this shit, man. If you try to just put your career in another motherfucking hand, that shit not gonna work. You get what I'm saying? If you getting your videos uploaded to these hot channels, I tell people this shit all the time. If you contact me and you want your video uploaded to my channel, if I upload your video to my channel, you got to already have your team ready to get the reposting. You get what I'm saying? You got to have your team ready to get the reposting. You got to have 20 people ready to repost on Instagram, ready to repost on Twitter. That's how you get that buzz and get the flowing. You can't leave this shit in nobody else's hand. You got to market you. Ain't no more labels, nigga. You got to be the A&R. You got to be the rapper. You got to book your shows. You got to be your security. You got to roll your own blunts. You got to do all this shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's hard. This shit ain't easy, but if you believe in yourself, you will be able to do this shit, and this shit don't happen overnight. Remember that shit. A lot of these artists, your favorite artist was just like you. So I just want y'all to remember that shit, man. Anybody can do this shit. Niggas gonna always hate. Niggas gonna always like you. Niggas gonna always hate and like you. This shit just part of the game. You can't be mad at that shit. You gotta control what you can control. You can't control being famous and a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? But you can control the fact that you putting out music consistently. You steady on these blogs. You steady on these interviews. You steady dropping these videos. You steady doing this shit, getting on all the hot channels, putting yourself in position to catch some luck. You feel me? I tell people this shit all the time. Your luck might fuck around and be in Los Angeles, but you in Chicago. How you gonna catch your luck? So you gonna have to get hot out here, drop mixtape out the mixtape, song got the song, blogs, interviews, and fuck around and do some shit. And the nigga be like, bro, I want you to do a feature with me in Cali. You fuck around, go to Cali, do a feature with a motherfucker, and at the studio, and it might be Drake in that bitch. And he might hear your shit and be like, "Gee, you dope, I want to fuck with you," and put you on. But you weren't gonna catch that luck if your green bean head ass was just chilling in a motherfucking crib, you feel me, smoking your $5 huff ass blunt, complaining about shit. You wasn't gonna get that luck. But you got up and you reached for that luck, and that luck was there. You feel what I'm saying? So take what I'm telling you, man. It is what it is, man. And P.S. People do be asking me motherfucking questions in my DM. I know y'all be saying motherfuckers be asking me questions. They do be asking me questions, nigga. Bleh, bleh, bleh.